Dean, just, right from the start, it looked like that you guys were way too loose, odd man rushes, loose in your own end. How do you explain a night like tonight?
They started great. We started bad. We talked to the group that everything that's been poorly done all year was poorly done, not only early but often and throughout the game. And I don't know, like we'll have to watch it again. But to answer why, we don't have that answer.
Yeah. I know I've asked you this a lot the last couple of weeks, but it does feel like odd man rushes and things like that has just been a trend, really starting with that Colorado game. Why do you think that is, and how do you tighten up in a situation like that?
Well, our reads were terrible off of that. Like, not only did they, we actually were in position. It was just picking the right responsibility, and it's clearly things that are gone over, and the players know. And like I said, it wasn't so mentally reads and physically, like, it wasn't one thing. Like we said, there wasn't one thing like, okay, we weren't engaged physically or we weren't very good mentally. It was like we weren't ready to start. We weren't physically. It was all of the above. It was just one of those nights where absolutely everything went wrong.
Obviously you have a game tomorrow, so I'm sure that led into your decision to keep Capo in net. But did there come a point where you second guessed that and said, you know what, I better get him out of here, or no?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah. Do you worry about his confidence being a young guy, that he's in this funk now and then he had to endure being in there for 9 tonight?
No, he's a competitor. He competes his butt off. He'll compete. He's mentally strong. We have no issues. We don't worry about him at all.
Thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Sarah.
Dean, just to confirm, that was the reason you just wanted to keep Cam for tomorrow for the back-to-back?
Yeah, I mean, everybody's got to work through stuff, right? Players got to work through stuff. Goalies got to work through stuff. If it was completely his fault or not completely his fault, it was a little bit of everything. It was the entire team. Like, it wasn't. We're not saying the goalie was bad or the defense was bad or the forwards were bad. We were all bad.
Dean, obviously they're a team that's trying to get into a playoff position, and they seem to have that kind of hunger and urgency. Obviously, it looked like a deficit was there in terms of not matching that. But how conscious, is the team going to have to be of that with 6 more of these games to go? Well,
we better be hungry too. I mean, where we sit is where we sit too. We've got to be hungry and be aggressive and we talked about before the Colorado games. Is it like, especially the last one, playing our toes, playing aggressive. That's how they played tonight. That's how we played the other night, and we've got to play that way tomorrow.
Thanks, Dean.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Dean.
Dean, you mentioned the Colorado game. Just how disappointing not to build momentum after a really good game a couple nights ago. Yeah.
I mean, you'd certainly love to sustain it and play the same way each and every night. For whatever reason, we did not. We thought we were ready to do that. We thought our group did a lot of really great things in that hockey game, to move forward, and we didn't. It just didn't happen. And compound that with a team, as Sarah just said, was very aggressive, very focused, very hungry. And they took the game away from us, right away. Actually, when we scored when Zach scored that second goal, we thought, okay, maybe we catch it, but they just kept coming, and we didn't respond.
Then I guess maybe it's a cliche sometimes to say, like, throw away a bad game. Like, do you do that with this, or how much can you actually learn from a game like this? Because, like, guys seem to know that it was unacceptable.
Yeah, we already. You don't have to tell hockey players. We'll show them. We'll show them our reads. As Mike said, our read the rush, our odd man chances where we weren't above their guys, in the defensive zone or the neutral zone. And then our reads, we'll correct or try to correct all the mistakes that were made in those areas. But they know. They'll see it. But yeah, no, it's absolutely 100%. It's a game that you just toss away. It has to be. We play tomorrow. That's the best part. We don't even have that day off in between. So we don't have to dwell on it. It's gone. We'll get prepared for tomorrow night.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Dan.
Dean, as the score there is building in the second period, knowing that you have a game tomorrow night, I mean, what's your message to the guys on the bench at that point? What are you trying to convey, and what are you looking for in an effort to sort of build towards that game tomorrow night?
That's exactly what we said. Let's build something for tomorrow. Let's get something positive going here. Not only obviously we didn't stand up and talk on the bench, but we and again, the players are saying the right things as well. But in between the second and third, it's like just build this period, and we thought we did some good things in the third period. We had some looks, but obviously not enough. We didn't think we built enough, but hopefully it's enough to push us forward here for tomorrow night.
Thank you.